Start streaming. Let me see if the
You
stream
send like
started.
a link to the stream or something?
Yeah. Okay, the stream has started. I'm gonna wait a minute so people can get in. Let me get the link. I'll post it in the chat. I'll post this in a few places real quick.
No level requests. Level requests will be ignored.
Yeah, because whenever I start a stream, people give me like level requests. I'm like, no, stop, I'm not doing those. By the looks of it, everything works. For once, everything works. Usually whenever I stream, everything goes wrong, like immediately, like things just break.
Featuring KugelBlitz.
No way. Are you the
Oh yeah, I
real
should change.
Wow.
Edit server profile. There. That way, if you're like filming the Discord channel, you can see that it says Quasar.
Yeah. Because it just goes by as Fractal on the stream.
Yeah. My Discord is Fractal, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I sent it out places. I'm also probably going to turn this into like a stream highlight video. Because,
Alright.
why not?
Go ahead.
So this will be saved, the entire video. I don't know if you can hear me just copy and pasting it to people.
I can, but I don't care.
Yeah. Does the server have an advertising channel? No, it doesn't. Cool. Okay, I think that's enough places, even though like no one's watching. There's like one person, and it's probably one of us.
I think it's me.
And there's also me. Just gonna wait a minute. I made it my own list of questions for times like this where it's gonna be moderately silent. So
it just like occurred to me, what do flat earthers think of penguins? Like, where do they think penguins live?
In Iceland.
Of course, that is the home of the penguin.
The ice wall.
They live in the ice wall, like they live inside of it, like they burrow into it.
Like, how do they get off of the ice wall into the water? I don't think they think the penguin issue through very much.
I just don't think that.
I think they don't think it through in general. Like they don't think many things through. I think that's like, yeah.
Yeah, they just, the whole logic of it doesn't make sense at all. Because they've disproved themselves multiple times as well. In the meantime, I'll play Dimensional Entity.
I do like flat earthers, though. They're very entertaining people.
Entertaining because they're so stupid. I should probably have the stream chat open as well. I only have like one monitor.
Did you send it anywhere? I feel like it's the kind of thing that once it starts to pick up, then probably a bunch of people will start joining at once. But
Okay, ignore everything that just happened for half a second. I had to adjust stream size. I don't know if that was visible on the stream or not. And also, I just don't have many places to send it. Like, I sent it to a few places, but nowhere really too notable. And not in any, like, big servers that have a lot of active people, or people would actively watch something that people would send in an advertising channel. Is that good enough? Okay, I can just barely enough. Now I have the stream chat on the side. My desktop is extremely messy right now.
It would probably not be the best idea, but maybe you should post it on Twitter.
I did.
Oh.
But my Twitter gets like no interactions, even though I have like 700 followers.
That's cringe.
What if I send it to Mindcap and make him post it?
So you should actually do that. Yeah, just send it to people who like have a bigger audience, and then make them send it.
Oh god, the last time I
and
messaged
then
Mindcap was me sending the Geostorm copy pasta. Oh god.
And then it's gonna spread, and then the entire GD community will watch this. Just kidding. I don't know.
Okay.
Probably get like 20 people or something.
The most people I've ever got watching one of my streams consecutively was 12.
Most I did was like over 100, but that was in like 2017 when I used to stream Death Quasar.
You could probably post it on like your community tab, because you have like a very large channel, and a lot of people would get recommended that community tab. Because community tab kind of like gets sent out to every single follower or subscriber. That's how it kind of works.
How many does Quasar have?
I think it's like 13,000 subscribers or something.
36,000.
Yeah, something like that. It's like one of the larger channels.
Yeah, actually that would probably get people watching, I don't know.
Yeah, you should like just post. You can like post a link on the community tab, and people...
Yeah, I'm just logging into my YouTube.
Yeah. I don't expect this to like start up quickly. That's why I was like... I should have probably started it a bit earlier.
Create a post.
But most people are usually awake by this time. It's just the Europeans are asleep right now. So, yeah, the Europeans probably won't be watching. Well, it is Saturday, I guess. Saturday is a pretty convenient time to stream and do things. Oh, Mindcap got online. Who else? Let's see, I don't know one else. That's it.
Alright, I posted it, but I don't know who's gonna see it.
Most people who are subscribed to the channel.
I mean, the thing is, I don't know when they would see it, because...
It's random. People get it at random. It could be anywhere from, like, instant, right as they, like, reload their page, to, like, 5 hours from now.
I probably can't be streaming for a full 5 hours, because I have a plane ride at midnight.
Yeah, I'll probably only be streaming for, like, an hour or two. I don't plan for it to be too long. Because the thing with this sort of thing is that you can't drag it on for too long or it starts to get repetitive.
That's fair.
Like, you kind of can, like, if you're doing, like, I forgot the word. Like, if you're doing a podcast sort of thing, you can drag it on pretty easily for, like, a couple more hours. But for things like this, not be too long. Oh my god, it's Coda.
Coda, hi.
No way.
Also note
You're
that the stream
our first viewer.
has a lag of like 7 seconds, I think, in counting.
Coda, I don't know who you are. Introduce yourself.
Yeah,
to
who's
us.
Coda? I don't know who that is.
Who are you? I don't even
Probably
know.
like some weirdo or something.
Do I even know
Coda
you
is-
anymore?
Coda is a furry. That's who he is.
What?
Wow, stating the obvious just like that.
Give me mods so that I can ban this user.
I'm good. I don't even have any mods. I have like one, and they're. I don't even know if they're online.
We got a new viewer. It's Quasar Topology.
Oh my god, it's Quasar, guy. Quasar is viewing the live stream.
We have
Who would have
4
guessed?
viewers. This is amazing.
I'm really rusty at this level, and I'm playing on like a window on the side, so it's a very awkward.
Hey, I'm Coda. I was born in the United States. I live with my 3 dogs, and I enjoy long walks on the KugelBlitz. What?
On the what? On the KugelBlitz?
What does that even? How
What
do
does
you?
KugelBlitz mean?
How do you do a walk? Well, I think it's supposed to be. Wait, how do you do a walk on meat? What? What does that even mean?
They just walk on you. I don't know. they do a walk on you.
A long one too, apparently.
Yeah,
Let me find a level
long
ID
one.
and do a level request.
Oh god.
So
Roll. The only people who can do level requests are the people in the call.
Yeah. Go play, you're playing Dimensional Entity. Why don't you play Dimensional Entity?
Okay. I'll play Dimensional
I
Entity.
convinced you.
exit the level and reopen it.
That's literally what I did.
Oh.
Yeah, the stream's just behind by a solid 7 seconds, I think.
Yeah, I just saw you do that now.
Ow. How many people are watching? 3. 3 people are watching. This is going great. I think Coda left us.
Hi,
Oh dear,
Coda.
Coda, did you leave us? I hope not.
Coda, I'm so lonely without you here. Yeah, Coda's gone.
Yeah. I guess I can sort of start with a few questions in the meanwhile. It's funny because I kind of like ordered them from 1 through 23. I made 23 different questions. Oh my god, Coda's still here.
Hi, Coda.
No, Coda's still
Hi,
here.
Coda.
Our
Yo,
beloved.
Coda,
But,
what's up?
So one of the
dog?
questions I have is, what do you think of 2.2 as a whole? Because you've kind of witnessed a lot of updates in the game. Like,
Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. I don't know a lot about what's going to be in it, but like a lot of quality of life stuff and a lot of cool effects you can do. It's gonna be nice.
yeah, there's like pixel art and stuff. Have you seen some of like the previews sort of that RobTop has posted? Most of them are posted on the GD server, like the official one. But basically it's kind of just like, imagine a more detailed Mario. That's kind of what it reminds me of right now. A lot of people are comparing the game now to Mario Maker once 2.2 comes around.
I know Nitro is really excited about the update. He's talking about like how it's more impressive than like Adobe After Effects and stuff. So we'll see.
I don't know
be
about
fun.
that.
Yeah, I don't. You might exaggerate it a bit, but it seems like it's going to be a really cool update for a game that costs what, like $5?
Yeah, it's somewhere around $5.
Yeah,
Even though like
I mean,
half
for a
the
game
people
that
pirated
costs
it.
$5, it's a really good deal.
Yeah, one big issue though people have with 2.2 is the metric size of it. Like compared to other updates. Like think of like what 2.1 added in 2.0. Now think of what 2.2 is adding.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot bigger, and we'll see how smoothly it goes, but, you know, I think it'll be cool.
There's also the physics change, which is gonna change basically the difficulty of the game, sort of. Some levels are gonna break with hitboxes that are like fixed onto the player. So that one
that is
partner
true.
could mess up.
Didn't they say they're gonna cap it at 240 hertz?
Yes, the update's being capped at 240, I believe.
Okay, well, sucks for anybody who bought a 360 hertz monitor.
Yeah, I think that
No
people
way,
who
our
buy...
first real viewer.
Yeah, and they said ooh ooh ah ah. Manga, I'm not adding you to the VC. 3
Dude.
people only.
I can't believe our first
fine.
viewer is an actual monkey.
I can't believe it. Watch us get canceled for that, like there's something that we just don't know.
What? Okay, I don't... Why do you have to make it about that?
Why are you
Why are you like this?
Why are you like this?
Now we're gonna get cancelled and then nobody will want to be my friend anymore.
Yeah. People
Even
already don't
Coda
wanna-
will discard me.
Good.
Coda, is that true? Fuck you.
I'll move on to another question for the meanwhile. What would you like? What do you think of 2016 as a whole?
That was a time. I was like a freshman in high school, and I was immature. It was kind of a blur in general. I don't remember much of that time, and yeah, I don't really think of it that much.
Was interesting. You released Kuiper at that time, I think, right?
Yeah, it's about Kuiper.
Google, can you confirm or deny if it was 2016?
I mean, I didn't pay attention to when it got.
I
I
can
actually
check.
thought it was released in 27, like early 2017, but I might be wrong. I
I
guess.
can check. I have 17%
I don't
on it. Uploaded 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So it was like
2017.
2017. So it was
Yeah.
about a year after I thought it was.
Yeah.
I mean, related to
Yeah.
2017, you left in 2017, I believe, right?
2017, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that was like one of the last things you released. Because Rhapsody number 2 was the last thing that you released previous, and that was also 6 years ago. That was before you sort of returned.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Rhapsody number 2. I actually haven't played it. If I struggle, I'm gonna blame you.
Oh, it's just a spam challenge, I think.
Oh, you love spam, don't you?
No, I don't. I hate it. But it was kind of never mind. I thought it was silly to do because it synced with the song, I guess.
If you're watching this stream, you can just see me struggle with Rhapsody number 2. My finger's tired. What if I... Okay, I got through it in practice mode. I'm so proud of myself. I guess I'll move on to a third question is, what creators inspired you? Because I guess this is kind of related because we're looking at your levels. Like, what creators inspired your levels, if any?
This might sound like really weird, but I think like at the beginning, my favorite creator was Triaxis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't you sort of have something against Triaxis?
No, I don't. I mean, he's kind of a weirdo, but
Yeah. Kind of.
like I liked his levels; they were creative.
Yeah, he was very
I was
revolutionary
like
at
in
the time.
1.9, he made a lot of rainbow stuff. I liked that.
Ready for more rainbow spam?
I also like Sir Punch a lot as a creator.
I believe Sir Punch still builds somewhat.
Oh, awesome.
He's kind of still around. I'll check. I can't really name any things that he's made. I guess I can go through the creators
UTMN
tab.
from like before any of us got known. And Tiamat
Yeah.
is like a really great guy in general, but his levels are just very unique and creative. I like his art style a lot.
Yeah, Serpunge released a level about a year ago. You finally got your first own personal question from someone in the chat, and that is, Quasar, why are you not a real Quasar?
Because I live on Earth and not at the edge of the galaxy, or edge of the known galaxy. I am not a supermassive black hole
That's
Uh,
Believe it or
unfortunate.
not, I'm not actually
with a giant
KugelBlitz.
accretion disk around me.
Believe
like-
it or not, I'm not actually a KugelBlitz either.
Oh my god.
Just a person.
Like-
No way. I don't play this.
I mean, quasars are really interesting astronomical entities. If you've ever like looked at one through a telescope or something, they're very cool. But like,
I guess I
they're
can-
just weird.
I guess I can ask while we're on this topic. Is that why did you name yourself Quasar?
Because I liked
Quasars.
astronomy at the time. I liked astronomy at the time, you know.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. It's pretty neat.
Well,
pretty
is that Quasar
nifty.
from Bloodbath? So
I mean, my
true.
original username back when I was like in middle school was Photino.
How do you
the
spell
twin
that?
particle to the Photino, the twin particle to the photon. I was like really into like particle accelerators and stuff too. I visited the Fermi Lab a lot, which is in Illinois. It's the only particle accelerator that does research in America, and it's really cool to visit. They do public lectures. I'd recommend it. But
Nerd.
I like twin particles. I've always been.
Yeah. I mean, when most people think about Quasar, they either think about the rumors or like you loving math and stuff related.
I do love math. I love to learn in general. Like, I really do. I like whatever level this is that you're playing, by the way.
This is
Hello,
Serpunge level.
Quasar.
I'm struggling. I am confused on what to do here. What is the hitbox? Oh. That's interesting.
Why do you not have like death effect? It looks so dumb.
I don't question me. This is a medium demon, by the way. It's rated as. I don't know how much I can agree
the
with
worst
that.
level I've ever seen. What is this gameplay?
It's Serpunge gameplay.
What? I thought Serpunge was good. Serpunge fell off.
This is old Serpunge gameplay.
Oh. Well, Serpunge fell on, I guess. Because
Oh. This is-
normally
this
I
part's
like
kinda cool.
Serpunge levels.
I don't know what's going on.
This is the worst
Oh.
memory gameplay ever.
Most normal medium demon. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's like
I
a
don't
lot
think
of the
they're meant to
gameplay
be-
these days. Oh, that's a cool thing as well. I like that. A lot
Go
of
on.
gameplay these days is pretty. Well, with the
Fast.
extreme demons, it seems like most of the extreme demons these days are designed to be, you know, hard first and fun. Is just by
Yeah,
accident if they are.
Yeah.
And-
really dumb.
I feel like that's like pretty stupid.
Thanks,
but
Waffle, for the question.
Yeah,
saying you've
and-
known me for so long, but I don't sound like an edgy teenager anymore because I hide it.
Quasar, why is your computer made by a fan? There's a fan. There's noise going on.
That's mine. That's my end. That's on my end.
Oh,
My computer is a potato. I think a potato
why
actually
does
does better than my
Sword
computer.
not sound?
Also, one thing I really don't like is I've heard people like try to, you know, even people who make hard levels, they're like, oh, well, it's hard, it's not meant to be fun, which is the most brain dead thing I've ever heard, like as if they're mutually exclusive
Well,
or
I think
whatever.
another part of the issue is a lot of people who make the hard gameplay can't even play their own gameplay, so they don't even know if it's fun or not.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like Necrodox.
Yeah. No, Nigro like fully admits that. Like he fully admits his
Yeah.
gameplay. He doesn't playtest it. he has other people to do that for him.
Isn't that the
Oh, wait,
case
wait,
with
wait,
Isn't that
Dynamo?
funny?
There's a really important question for you in chat, Quasar. Someone asked, Quasar, have you ate a sandwich before?
That is really important.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, there you have it. The question
Though
that
I haven't
everyone's
found
been
like
in
a
everyone's
really
mind.
good sandwich place here in Anchorage yet.
Should probably mention how you live in Alaska now. You
Yeah, I
moved.
live in Alaska. I moved from St. Louis to Alaska, and it is like a billion times better here. It's winter wonderland every day. You know, they got like 4 feet of snow outside.
What, Gene?
It's
Lucky.
pretty nice. Like, my only complaint is that it doesn't get that cold here. It only gets to like -20, -25 at the lowest.
Not that cold.
Yeah, but it stays consistently that cold is like the
Oh my
plus. Fairbanks gets down to like -50s out down to even -60 at some points.
Yeah, for those that are in
That-
Celsius, that's like the same degree in Celsius.
It's the same in Celsius.
Yeah.
It's just that low. It's so low Fahrenheit and Celsius meet. I think it's at like -42 point something. -42.3 is where they where the two linear functions collide.
Yeah. I don't
Like-
really know how to calculate those. I just kind of memorized a few numbers to correlate with each other, like of what degree equals what, so I could just kind of put them together.
Yeah, well, I'm a math tutor, and I have to teach people how to do conversions, and there are some people out there who struggle with metric conversions, like, you know, kilometers to meters.
What?
Yeah. They designed the system to be so easy, but people still struggle with them. It's, you know.
You can't add like 3 zeros at the end of whatever. Like,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. I mean, some people. I do get students that like struggle with that kind of stuff. I mean, I've had students like I tutor at a university, and I've had a student who couldn't do 7 minus 0 before.
What did they think it was?
20.
He thought it was 4, and I don't know how he got that.
How did he get 4?
Dude, even if you've never
seven
done math
minus-
before. What?
He also thought 7 minus 7 was -14, so yeah, that student was a bit difficult.
I mean, okay, at least that one, even though it's like dumb, I can kind of get it because they're like, oh, 7 plus 7 is 14, so 7 minus 7 is -14, right? But I don't get
Yeah,
how you
Maybe
I
like
don't
that could
get- I
be
don't-
slip up. That could happen.
But I don't
Just
get how
like-
you would get freaking 3 from 7 minus 0. Like, where does that even come from?
He just kept guessing numbers until he got the right
Oh.
one, and he never guessed 0. So
Wow.
he was in the lowest level math course we offer, which is like elementary pre-algebra.
Oh,
It's like what type of? I'm assuming you work with basically just students that need help. But like, what sort of department usually is it? That
Well,
makes sense.
I work with. I work. There's like a tutoring department at our university, and
Yeah.
I work with all sorts of people at all sorts of levels. I'm an upper level math tutor, so I'm technically only supposed to teach calculus and above, but I'm also good at teaching the other stuff, so I do.
Yeah, just like as an extra bit of help.
Well, I'm not just gonna sit there and do nothing like the other tutors.
I mean, I would not be good at tutoring people who are like
You'd
not
lose
very
your-
good.
You'd lose your sanity
Yeah.
over it.
You
Like,
gotta be pretty patient with them.
I mean, I guess, but I don't know, like, cause I'm also studying math and I'm probably gonna do some tutoring stuff, but I would prefer to like do higher level stuff too, just because I also find it really boring to teach a
Well,
lot of the.
That might work for you, but I find just sharing the beauty of math really fun.
I know, me too. It just, I don't know. I feel like you can make simple concepts interesting, but I just feel like it's way more, you know, like I feel it feels way more natural for me to try to get across more higher level concepts to other people, you know.
Yeah. Got a few questions in the chat. One of them is Quasar
Start
math
making
stream
math
coming
videos.
soon.
I could do a math video,
That'll be funny.
but
I'll be like very expected too.
if I have to do like a stream for a project in one of my classes, I will. I'm doing public speaking next semester.
Yeah. Another question is, how do you feel about the people in 2.2 releases today? I'm not even
Today?
too sure on what that means. I'm assuming
not
that means like
out
how
at
would
all.
you feel if it released today, or how do you think people
I
would
mean, that'd be
feel?
cool. I'm flying to St. Louis for the winter, or for Christmas, to visit my family, so I wouldn't have time to test anything out for a day because my flight leaves at midnight, and, you know, that's fun.
Yeah, isn't your computer still in St. Louis? Like the main one?
Yeah, my desktop with all my old files and stuff, yeah. I have a laptop here in Anchorage.
You should like put those files on like a MediaFair file or something, so you can like shift
Yeah.
them to your file on what you use now.
Well,
or just bring
I
a
have like
computer.
20. I have a ton of like 256 and 512 gigabyte flash drives, so I can
Yeah.
probably put shit on those.
Yeah, probably.
I love
Level
flash storage.
sizes aren't too large, depending on the level.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that Serpunge level is only 10,000 objects. That's impressive.
Yeah, if this was made like now, it would be like 2 million objects.
I think that said last 2.1 level.
Oh, I love it
It
when
wasn't.
people brag about I love it when people brag about their object use. I use 1.5 million objects.
The thing about that is that there was like
Like,
a
in
thing
your
recently where people
face.
were like, I use the least amount of objects in a level. One of those was a para level that ended up being on like the main list on the demon list. It was like 40, I think, at a point. It was very high up there. Hello, Heavenly Flube. But yeah, that trend was kind of... I mean, it was interesting to see how people built levels using it. But it got kind of annoying at a point. I believe Spuznik's made a level with only 7 objects or something.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it.
Wasn't that 27?
Yeah, it was
Wasn't it
27.
titled 27? Yeah.
It was like 27 or something. Yeah, it's this. 29 objects.
Cold Sweat, somebody says in the chat. Is that the Extreme Demon?
No. Well, that's one para level. I wasn't talking about that one. That is a level that released and people obsessed over, though.
Oh.
I'm currently playing the level
Yeah.
that's 27 objects.
I
Or
will say for the record that
29.
I've pretty much missed everything that's gone in the GD community for the best part of 6 years.
Yeah, you got a bit of updating to go on. I mean, not too much. Most of it isn't that vital at all. You know about basically everything you need to know.
Yeah.
It's just that there's a few
All
like
the
little
juicy
details.
drama I've missed out on.
Yeah, there was so much drama within the community since you left and came back now. Why did I
I
take
mean,
that
I'm
same
sure
route?
it's very entertaining, but
One comment was, how do you feel when you finally beat Limbo?
I beat Limbo? What's Limbo?
Let's ignore let's ignore the thought that he's probably talked about the level and talk about the meaning of Limbo. Like, why am I taking this? I'm not playing this level anymore.
Limbo, the place with the
With the stuff.
castle. The
Yeah,
castle with 7 walls.
You got past Limbo.
Yeah, I was on my pilgrimage to paradise. I made it past the place where people chase banners while they're stung by wasps, and then I made it all the way to I made it through. I talked with Plato, Aristotle, and stuff. They're in Limbo.
Yeah.
Lust wasn't as pretty, and you got to talk to the lovers that don't like it there, but
Yeah. I guess I can also start mentioning now how levels are built nowadays, too, I guess. I mean, Limbo is a level. Basically, there was, like, since you left, most levels stopped becoming solo levels and more so became mega collabs just because they were easier to mass produce. Like, do you remember Adiel at all? The super
I think
generic
I've heard the
creator.
name.
I'll play a few of their levels. There's somewhere on this list. There they are. We now have the modern Adiel with just how people are building on Neo Design, and Neo Design is like pseudo modern, I guess. But this probably isn't the best example because this is recent. I'm gonna play an older level. Yeah, sure, I'll play this.
What percent do I have in Silent Club Step? I don't play the game anymore, and I have 0%. I've never played it. For a few years after I quit GD, I was kind of an addict. Got really did some damage to my body, and now if I play GD for more than 10 minutes, I'll get really bad carpal tunnel, so I don't do that anymore.
Yeah. I wasn't there to witness that era of you.
Yeah.
Most I saw was just your videos back in 2016 and so of the game.
I mean, it's pretty personal. The only people who really who are still in the GD community that I talk to, honestly, pretty much just Nitro, AR, the chat, but...
Yeah. I like how that coin route right there was easier than the actual route I was supposed to take.
I was never a fan of coins in GD.
Yeah. Dimensional Entity had coins in it, and I removed them because they were so confusing and difficult in comparison to the rest of the level.
I think QnA put the coins in.
Probably. Oh, that's an awful transition. Heavenly Comments, were you the one who had old GD on your iPod? Oh no, that was for me. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm the one who had Geometry Dash, and it was exclusively only 2.0 on that iPod.
What, did you not update it or something?
It just didn't. The iPod was so old that it wouldn't let me update. It ran on 2016. 2016 was the last time it ever had any sort of update to the device.
Oh.
Someone said creator points, and I guess I can ask, what's your view on having creator points?
It's cool. I feel like after 2 or 3, it doesn't really matter. There's no point in getting 50. But
I mean, maybe if you want to be on the top of the leaderboards or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah, but
farm
then when
points.
you just have a wouldn't that just give you a reputation for mass producing shitty levels?
I mean,
yeah. That's what a lot of creators have been doing recently. I'm not even gonna play this level anymore.
I would say quality over quantity, but I make the levels I do, so
Yeah. Someone made sent a pretty good question. That is, what's your favorite idea?
Don't hug me, I'm scared.
What?
It's a reference. It's a
yours
reference
is-
to that.
Mine is curiosity. Just always being curious, always wanting to learn more.
What are Vista's questions? That's probably the best question so far.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know what the you just
know what
said
that
creator
means.
points with a question mark. How much do you work hard on your levels? Okay, never mind. Vista's questions are the best. Keep them coming.
Yeah.
I work on my levels. I don't have a frame of reference, but I usually make them during a manic episode and work on them non-stop for a couple days.
Yeah, you can see it in a few levels.
That's how I work on my levels. I work on them for 12 hours a day for a week, and then I'm done.
I mean, that's kind of what happened with Ort almost.
That is what happened with Ort. That's what happened with Shelter Pusick. A lot of my levels were made like that. Same with Lemon Skate.
I didn't know that one actually.
What did I have for breakfast? I don't eat breakfast.
Breakfast was
I'm
coffee.
up at 5 a.m. I'm in tea. Yeah, I had tea. I have this Russian tea that's smoked, and it like because it's smoked, it releases a fuck ton of caffeine, and it's like very strong. So it's it gives you a good buzz of caffeine.
Slightly harder, except rotary triggers and coins. What does that mean? Some of these questions are really confusing me.
Wait. No, it's just Vista's questions. That guy is like on another dimension.
What dimension?
Obviously, he is
Dimension.
in the Hausdorff dimensional measure of 2 pi.
It's almost difficult for a hard demon. I'm playing. It's a pretty cool
Just a
level,
noob.
but I wouldn't say this hard demon. And related to that, I should also say, like, what's your view on the difficulty of levels now? Because there's the skill gap has, and like if you compare the difficulty of Bloodbath now to like most rated extremes, it's pretty insane.
Dude, Vista is actually my favorite person in the chat, and I'm not even being ironic.
5 times speed. We're gonna get a speed boost?
No,
Holy shit! Yes! Yes!
we're not getting
I
a
love
speed
that.
boost.
I'm
I'm
gonna
sorry to
use-
break it to you.
Well, it's 5 times speed exists in Mountain King by Fake Funny Game.
Yeah, Geo game.
This used to be Insane Demon apparently.
This is an insane demon.
Yeah, for news.
This level's pretty cool.
No way, it's the real Lugia.
I'm like
Remember.
reading the comments that were sent by Vista, and I'm like really confused.
Dang, that's not. That's freaking.
I can't process them.
That's like Latios or something.
I guess one question
Oh,
I'll say now
Latios.
is, what's your favorite type of animal? Because
Ooh,
that's
that's a hard
one
one.
topic we
I
talk about
love
in
a
the group
lot
chat.
of animals.
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
it
it's
cheating
so
to say?
stupid.
Is it cheating to say Homo sapien?
Yes.
Nope.
Okay.
I
It is
count that
cheating.
as an answer. I count that as an answer.
Well,
Okay, other than
let's say
Homo
top 3
sapien-
animals.
Oh, well, definitely gonna have to put Arctic fox up there. I love those things. They're very fun.
It's your
They're
profile
friendly.
image, so.
Yeah.
It is my profile image. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's viewable in the stream too. Makes the question kind of obvious almost.
Isn't that like the antivirus software? Remember that meme from like 2017?
Electrodynamics. It's a good official level.
I'm gonna play Electrodynamics. Let's see if I can one attempt it.
Dude, I beat every official level except Electrodynamics, and I didn't have them all completed for 4 years until I beat it in like 2021.
So you were making progress on, well, quote unquote progress on Death Corridor, but you couldn't beat Electrodynamics.
Not that I couldn't beat it, I just never played
No,
it.
no, you just couldn't beat
Like
it.
I died at 96 and I never bothered finishing it. And then one day I was like,
Like,
I should probably beat this.
Yeah, I mean, I like Electrodynamics personally. It's fun.
I will say it's probably one of my favorite rock top levels. But I don't know if
You
it's my
didn't beat it for like a year. Fuck. You didn't beat it for like years.
I also don't like any rock top level, so it's just relative to the other ones.
I feel like people only really like Rob Top levels is because they were like their main levels.
well, Rob Top is like making the game. He doesn't have to be good at making levels.
I mean, he has to be decent. That level needs to be playable. Most
Yeah.
of his levels are playable. The least playable one is Deadlocked, probably. Just because it's the most difficult.
Well, another fun thing about Rob Top levels is there are so many glitches and like weird ways to beat them that's part of the
attempted it.
charm, I think. Like Club Step, especially, I think has the most bugs of any official level. Toe2 or Theory of Everything, like the first Theory of Everything, has a decent amount of bugs as well.
I like Theory of Everything. I think that's a pretty good level.
Like you can skip the first two gravity thingies, the gravity pads. One thing I remember about electrodynamics is that
Let's see if I can
I don't
do
know
it.
if you guys remember in 1.6, but there was an achievement to die at 99% on a level, on a rated level.
Yeah, and you can only do it on electrodynamics, I think.
Yep, on the very last spike. That was that was a really nice. You know, Rob Top really thought that one out.
Oh
Then he
yeah, hold on,
changed
you
it in
can
an
send the
update,
question
so-
in DMs.
Yeah, if you time, you can skip those two orbs.
I don't feel like doing that. Let's play it. Who's another creator that you remember that you really liked?
I liked Funny Game a lot.
Let me find Funny Game.
Please.
It's funny because I don't even know who most of the creators are on the top creators list anymore. Have you seen Funny Game's recent level? Tron?
No, I haven't seen anything, but
Well,
unless you've sent it to me.
I haven't. We'll play this and my computer's gonna struggle with it. It's also
I like
extreme.
the
so-
aesthetics of Nigro's
God.
levels. I'm a fan of Nigro a lot, but
I'm
you
gonna
know,
open up my...
his gameplay isn't amazing.
Where's my FPS counter? I'm at 17 FPS. I don't think I can play Tron. I'm not gonna play Tron. My computer's not good enough for that. I'll just randomize. We'll play Simplism. I think I remember this level as like a rainbow part.
Electrodynamics reused the 1.0. What do you think Theory of Everything 2 is harder than Deadlocked?
No,
Because-
no, Deadlocked is the hardest official level.
Yeah, Deadlocked has spam in it, so it's hard.
Yeah, spam is like one of the worst things in this game.
Yeah.
And it's
Um,
utilized heavily.
Yeah, that's why Ord has no spam. There is not one thing where you have to spam an Ord.
I mean, there's fast parts where you have to click a bit faster, but it's not necessarily spam, I guess. It's just like...
Well, in my opinion, Theory of Everything 2 is harder because of the impossible wall at the end.
True.
What?
Yeah,
That's a joke.
the impossible wall at the end.
Yeah.
And you have to do a sub-pixel frame to pass it.
Never forget. I feel like most people won't get that as a reference. I think that's a reference to the wall being the hardest thing possible in the game. I'm stupid.
It's a reference to Silent Club Step. People thinking that the ending was impossible because there's a... Like, it was like just a complete wall and there was no memory involved.
Oh.
And even though you could just go in the level and see that that was not true, that was just like a really common myth. I don't know why.
That's just funny. This is what I'll remember this level for. It's a funny game level. This is iconic for 2.0. I'm stupid. I guess I can ask another question related to updates, and that is like, what was your favorite update?
The most recent one, because that has the most amount of things in the game.
I mean,
Always putting more stuff in the game is like better.
I mean, I personally think that it can reach a limit where it isn't better.
Yeah, but we're nowhere near that limit, I don't
I mean,
think.
2.2.
Yeah, we'll see how 2.2 does.
It's gonna be like the start of Topian 1 when everyone would spam effects. Like, levels are gonna look like TikTok edits. That's so I see it.
yeah. Well, I think when 2.2 comes out, I'm going to work hard to figure out some like really trippy side effect or visual effects that use like geometry and stuff. I will
Yeah.
eventually figure out a kaleidoscope.
I did actually talk to HJ FOD about working on better edit and adding like a sort of compass into the rotate.
Oh my god! Like,
And yeah, that will be added in the next update. I don't even know if that's public information, but I guess it is now.
I mean, I don't know why it would be an issue if it was public.
Yeah. The song's not loud for use.
Does rotary have a higher chance of being harder rated?
I'm not playing your level.
Yeah, level requests.
Read the description.
ICBM in your house.
Okay, high deadly squad. You said high like 2 times and failed once.
How complicated?
Oh,
you
classic.
You can read it. Is this your question?
I mean, is club step complicated?
Complicated for you.
Oh,
I
God.
mean,
walk in the park for me.
I've never played or seen Asheron, I'll be honest.
I'm gonna show you. You're gonna get to see me do a very bad no clip of
Club
it.
step is walk in the park for me. This stuff.
Well, club step is a very interesting level, I think, just because of the amount of glitches you can do in it.
I totally know how to play Akron, by the way. I'm totally reliable for this.
Not that bad. Honestly, it's the most doable, like, top 20 for me. Because it barely has any spam. And the spams are orb spams, which I can do with mouse and spacebar.
Can you? I believe there's like 1 frame perfect on it, where it's like easier to do on 60 or something. But the level doesn't work on 60 in parts or something. They might have fixed that. That was an issue when it first released, is that it wasn't possible on 60.
The 32 clip that you just did there.
Yeah, that I no-clipped very well.
Yeah, I think everybody's trying to make a top 1 now, and
I think it's always been like that.
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess now there's more people doing it because there's more people in the community.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
it just
community
feels
is
extremely saturated.
What?
And I don't ever see people trying to make like extreme demons. I guess people do, but it seems less common where people make extreme demons that are fun.
That's rarely taken into consideration anymore, and if extreme demons are fun.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever I make extreme demon gameplay, I always just make something that I personally find fun. Because I don't see why you would make gameplay that's not fun, because the whole point of playing a game is to enjoy it. Like, you can be hard and fun at the same time. I don't know why people think it can.
It's just like it's gotten to the point where if they want to make a top 1 that's fun, the level's gonna have to be really long.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to do that. You can make hard gameplay that is fun, and people said back then when, like, I don't know, Bloodbath was top 1. It's like, if it's that hard, it can't possibly be fun. And now there are levels
Bloodbath isn't
100.
fun.
Well, no,
Bloodbath is fun.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying now there's levels 100 times harder than Bloodbath that are considered fun. But back then, people considered a level that was Bloodbath difficulty like. It's like there's no way you can make that fun just because of how hard it is. And it's just dumb to me. So people just give up on trying to make top 1s fun, and instead they just make them dog shit.
Yeah. Most attempts at top 1s now, though, are very repetitive if you've seen them. I mean, it's not even worth seeing them. Like, Acheron, look at Acheron, that's every single top 1 now.
Well,
That
honestly,
or Slaughterhouse.
I think Acheron is, like, better than every other top 1. Like, it's... Or, like, recent top 1s, at least.
Does Evasium even have a part in Limbo?
In my opinion, yeah.
What the fuck do you mean in your opinion?
But
that's
in most
that's
people's...
a fact, or...
In most people's opinions, I don't think so.
Okay, I'm confused by that question because I don't even know if Evasium. Oh my god, if Evasium has a part in Limbo.
Dude, I have a feeling.
One of the questions I wrote down. This is kind of a funny one. If you had a pet moose somehow, what would you name it?
If I had a pet moose,
Yeah, it was a really stupid question that I thought of that I think would just be funny to ask. Like,
That's
what
a
would you
good-
name a pet moose?
I could name it Moose and just call it Moose, and you know,
This is my pet moose. Its name is Moose.
yeah, no, why not?
Refer to it
It's
as
easy to
Moose.
remember.
I mean, it's like that's like naming your dog a dog.
Well, I was going to get a Newfoundland and name it Woof, so you know, like
Hi, Deadly
that is
Storm.
kind of the plan. But there's no good human onomatopoeia for moose sounds, so just name it Moose.
Moose sound. Oh. Don't they like scream or something?
It's really weird and it's higher pitch, and it is not at all the sound you think such a large animal could create.
I'm gonna do something. Let's go to the most recently rated extreme. I'm not playing an ARB level. That's the second most recent rated extreme. Let's review this with no clip on, because I'm not good enough to play this and not lose sanity. This has invisible speed changes.
How do you feel about multiple pets to take care of at once? As long as you take good care of them, I don't care if you have a ton of pets. Though I think there is a point where it gets a bit excessive, like the people with like 20 cats.
I should know somebody who's like that.
I'm not even a cat person. I don't get the cat thing. They kind of go meow and bite.
I mean, that's part of them.
Yeah.
They do that. Okay, this level's really bad.
Dogs are way more loyal. They
Like,
just
this
wanna be
looks
your friend.
cool, but this level's really conflicting me. Okay.
I have a feeling I know who Vista is.
Who?
You wouldn't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't know, because I don't know. I don't know anything. I
But
like
also,
this level
Vista
name.
Vista could literally just be like Vista. But for some reason, the way they speak reminds me of someone I know. So
Mm.
I'm not gonna say it.
One question I have put down is, what originally made you like stray away from the game and become like not active anymore or less active?
I had some shit going on in life that I was dealing with.
Yeah.
Like, well, with like drug addiction and stuff, I was distracted, but like I was doing stuff, kind of going on a downhill spiral. I did not have time. I spent so much time doing drugs and drinking and stuff that I didn't really care about
No way.
playing
Oh
video
my god, it's
games.
Posky
Windfish.
Windfish.
I don't
But
know
yeah,
who it is.
that is one way to become way less active.
Yeah,
Why am I playing a no club? I mean, like, how much are you willing to talk about that, though?
I'm fully open about it. I have no problem talking about it. I drink about 3 bottles of liquor a day at the peak of my addiction. Smoked
Jesus Christ.
marijuana, a lot of stuff. But
We were just like Nicrodox.
Nitro smokes
I
a lot
don't-
of marijuana, but he doesn't drink.
Yeah, he doesn't drink. At least not to my knowledge. He probably does
No,
on
no, he
occasion.
does smoke a lot of marijuana though.
Yeah. I've messaged him before when I was doing that. He's just interesting.
He has anxiety, which is why he says he does it.
I mean, yeah.
Your screen is. No, it's not. Actually, yeah, it is black. Never mind.
Is it?
Yeah, you have to restart your stream now. Just kidding.
Yeah, I don't. I have it on the side. I can see it working just fine. Your stream completely stopped. I could explain what Vista's going on about, but I don't want to. Google, do you want to explain what Vista's going on about? Because I don't want to explain the entirety of the level of Limbo.
You would delete the effects on Limbo's computer. And how would you pass on multiple surfaces? Even the alpha trigger messes up to make it harder.
Yeah,
No
I'm
clue.
confused on what they're meaning. I think I know what they're trying to say, but I don't want to say the wrong thing.
I do have half a year sober now, though, so, you know.
Jar
Yeah.
of cookies! Thank you.
Thanks, Vista. You're very helpful.
This is carrying this one.
This level is hurting me.
What is this level?
It's a skittin level. If you remember skittin at all.
No.
They had a part in Phobos. And they just created a lot of levels from like 2.0 and 1.9.
Phobos wasn't a very good level, I don't think.
Yeah. I was gonna beat Phobos, so I'm still playing it here and there, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do it or not. It's very difficult.
How do I feel about HAARP? What is that?
I have no clue.
Hmm?
GG.
Oh, it is a high frequency active auroral research program in the University of Alaska.
Oh,
How do you not know about that, Quasar?
Yeah, come on. We thought you knew everything about that stuff.
no, nobody's mentioned it here.
Huh?
probably
Well, you
just
should
one of those
probably check
things.
it out because I guess it seems something to do. Especially since you said you went to the.
Yeah, I go to an
Protocol. Well,
yeah, I go to. Oh, it is run by my university. Oh no, sorry, it's run in Fairbanks, not Anchorage.
huh?
Where's Fairbanks
There are
again?
two
Isn't that like
universities.
north?
I mean,
Yeah, it's the northernmost city in the U.S.
I did get that
One of.
aspect of it, Vista. Like, I assumed you were talking about no-clip, but, I don't know, is there, like, alpha triggers that, like, mess up the level if you no-clip it or something?
I'm confused. I don't know what they're even on about.
No, I just
Yeah.
assumed they were talking about no-clip, but maybe I'm wrong. But, like, the
Yeah,
most recent message makes me think even more that they were actually talking about no-clip. You bought 100
Yep.
by 100 Rubik's Cube.
This
How?
level I'm playing is pretty cool. Skittin
Wood.
level. Oh. They faked me out.
How would you? Is he like typing one word at a
You
time now?
solve a
I think.
giant cube.
Kaiser, have you ever solved a Rubik's Cube?
No, I know like the math behind it, but I've never done it myself. No,
You should try it
I've
sometime.
like it's literally
Please.
just group theory.
Yeah, I have no clue personally how to solve a Rubik's Cube. I have one, but I
I
just
mean, there are
haven't
certain
solved it.
algorithms that if you just keep doing it over and over, you'll eventually get to the right answer. And I've done it that way, but like to actually think to solve it, no, I haven't.
Damn.
My God, this level.
Why are you playing it if you don't like it?
So
It's not that I don't
cool.
like it. It's like really messing with my brain. It's confusing. It's a cool level. It's just interesting.
What is your reaction if you get the value of square root? What? What does that mean?
I think it's confusion.
Got another question? Or?
Yeah. Oh my God. This is the last click.
Please
let's
don't
see.
do that.
What?
Please don't yawn.
Oh, yeah, we should probably mention that sort of things. That like, what noises do you really hate? Because that's something that people don't really
Yawning.
know about you.
I didn't even know that. Well,
Yeah.
I guess I won't
I have
do
a
that.
condition where yawning causes an extreme fight or flight response.
Isn't it
Like,
also like
so
a few
bad
other
I
noises?
scratch myself until I bleed. Yawning is really the only one that I really care about. Please
Okay, well-
don't yawn.
Yeah, no,
That
I
really-
I just didn't know that that happened. My bad.
Yeah, that's something that people actually don't really know about you. Even I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, it causes. I have a condition where it causes an extreme fight or flight response, and I do scratch myself so hard that I bleed. So please don't do that. Like I just did, but
You didn't bleed.
I did. But whatever.
All right. This level just smart-assed me. I think.
Vista, do you love Windows Vista?
One person asked, "How are you doing today?"
I'm doing good. I'm really pissed about my plane flight leaving at midnight, so I have to stay up for more than 24 hours straight.
I mean, at least you can get sleep on planes, as long as there just isn't a baby.
No, I can't. I'm an
Yeah.
insomniac. I can't sleep on planes.
Yeah, that is pretty hard.
I'm kind of the same, but I've only gone on a plane a few times in my life. Yeah, I was gonna pull up questions. Let's take a look here. I just saw what Vista said, and I'm use auto clickers or 6,000 mouses. Yeah, no. Let's see. What's your favorite drink?
Probably between yeah, it's probably between this green tea that has rose petals in it that I have,
Mm-hmm.
or Kona coffee, like coffee grown in Hawaii.
Sounds
I
good.
drink a lot. I collect tea and coffee as a hobby, so
What's the like the
drink a
rarest
lot of good
like
stuff.
coffee or tea that you have?
the rarest I've ever had is
Yeah.
Kopi Luwak,
What's
which
that?
is made by it was a wild gathered Kopi Luwak. So this animal called the civet, it's in the cat family. They eat the coffee beans, then poop out the seeds. Then they wash the seeds, roast them, and then you drink it.
Oh, I think
It
I've heard about
cost
those
about
before.
It costs about $400 a pound. So it's like really expensive, but you know, it's interesting. Is it worth the money? No, not really. I don't think so. But it is an experience to have once in your life, I guess.
What sort of like taste did it remind you of, if any, or did it have like its own unique taste?
Honestly, it was pretty similar to the beans in the region it's from. Like, it's from Sumatra, and it
Yeah.
tasted like a Sumatran bean with a slight off note to it. It wasn't very like special in flavor, I'll be honest. Like Kona, Blue Mountain, those are some expensive coffees that taste amazing. That have like taste that no other coffee comes close to resembling. But Kopi Luwak was very underwhelming.
Yeah. I guess I can also say related to that is like, what's your least favorite tea or coffee? Like that you've had? Like, just,
I
what's
mean,
the
there are some
worst?
herbal teas that I've disliked, but a lot of like, can I do like? Well, I always buy loose leaf because bag tea is a scam.
Mm.
Like you're paying what, like $5 for half an ounce of tea, just because it's in a bag. It's ridiculous and it's low quality crap. But usually British teas are terrible. I do not like them. They're just bitter and like the British. They take over all these places that make tea, but they only export the shittiest of the teas. It's
How
weird.
unfortunate.
Like Earl Grey in general is like pretty shitty.
I might not even finish a practice run at this level. I do not like boss fight levels like this.
What other teas suck? I can't do anything with lavender. I cannot stand lavender, I guess.
Oh, sorry. No,
Please, stop!
sorry. That was... I was not paying attention to that.
Moving on. Another question I could pull up. Let's see here. What's your opinion on the modern player base?
I don't really have an opinion. Like, you know, they're always going to improve and, you know, try for better and better stuff. But I also have a problem with the standards of proof that a lot of people do.
Yeah. Well, it's not really the best question because it's kind of confusing.
I don't know
Community
much.
varies too, and you don't know much about it.
No, I don't.
Community varies between people. Here's one. What was your biggest mistake?
Biggest mistake?
Yeah, like what's something that you regret the most that you're willing to talk about?
Well, I think having that first sip of alcohol was a problem because that sent me on a pretty bad path. Or that I was an edge, like, I made a lot of mistakes as a teen. I was, like, really edgy and kind of like a dick.
Yeah.
And I regret a lot of what I did as a teen. I mean, there are, like, there are old chat logs that are public now from all the bullshit I said when I was a teen.
Oh, for Rob Pop's sake.
Like, I'd like to say I've changed from that.
Yeah, from
I'm not that
Poodles.
person anymore. From Poodles, yeah, from Poodles.
I mean, how did Poodles even start?
Nitro wanted me to make a chat, and I made a chat. I was just an edgelord.
And they just went on from
all
there.
the people in that chat were edgelords, so...
I'm getting a raid. By two
Huh?
people.
Oh.
No
By
way.
2 people. Oh no.
Wow,
Thanks for the
guys.
raid. Papalita. That's a funny
God.
name.
Insane.
I like that name. Let's see. Does anyone have any specific questions? I guess there isn't really limits on questions. I guess you're pretty open about talking about things.
Yeah, I am.
I'm not playing your level. KugelBlitz raid.
What?
KugelBlitz raid. Oh no.
Yo, Jack, what's up?
I guess we can like
Raid of one
talk about
person.
like the sort of dramas or like rumors, because that we've been kind of putting that off.
Yeah, okay.
So like, why? I don't know a good way to
Why?
start it.
Like,
Like, why did this stuff happen? Like, do you know what probably influenced it? I guess.
No, I like looked at a lot. I was like, I had a pretty fucked up sense of humor. I looked at a lot of like wrecked threads.
Yeah.
That stuff like that. I was a really edgy teen, so stuff like that is where those rumors are from.
Yeah, most of the rumors started or like came from Poodles, I guess. Like,
yeah,
that's where they're mostly sourced. I'm pretty sure Poodles got deleted, didn't it?
No, I still have it, but there's nobody in it because everybody left.
Like, absolutely no one? Like, only you? Or is like just a few inactives?
Only me.
Yeah, don't bring that server back to life.
Yeah, I won't. Fuck that server.
Yeah, I hope you just don't delete it, because I think it could be useful one day, I guess, like, to look back on the past. I think it's good to have the past.
I don't like deleting
mistakes
stuff.
you made.
Yeah, that and it's like, in general, I don't like deleting stuff because it's just nice to have an archive of things, you know?
Yeah. And also it's good to look back on the past so you don't make the same mistakes as well. Because I was also pretty edgy back then. I said more than a few hard R's in my life on Discord in 2020 when I was like 14, 13.
But yeah, I mean, I have like, I even have like
retarded.
No.
Oh no, like the N word.
Yeah.
Oh wait, didn't like Linus Tech?
I mean,
the hard R meant retarded and not
like the end.
Yeah.
I thought you meant you meant like just saying like okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, like everybody in Poodles and people in AR still say that word. I mean, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just a word. I'd rather not
hear
hear
people say it as long as they don't
people
have a racist intent.
I'm
very iffy on it.
I don't associate like retard with like autism even. Like I just consider it being stupid because the
same.
word literally, like the etymology of it is slow, right? Like it's like late or slow, and you're calling somebody slow, which is just calling someone stupid. Like it's not even calling them autistic.
I mean, I think it's good to take back words like that. Other like related quote unquote slurs, I don't think should be taken back, and you probably know which ones I'm referencing. But ones like retarded, I think they should just be taken back.
I mean, yeah, if anything, it's because, like, there was a point in time where, like, people were describing autistic people as, like, just being really dumb. So by, like, associating that word with it, you're just kind of being like, oh, well, that word just means autism, which is, I don't know. Like, if your issue is that it's offending autistic people, I think by retaining the definition of that word as meaning autistic, you're kind of just doing the same thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think semantics are dumb anyway. So
no, anybody who like gets offended by using the word like retarded or something, like they're giving that word the power that it has by doing that.
Like I mean, okay, if someone is like using it in a way where they're obviously just trying to be like an asshole to someone with autism, then fair enough. But like if you're just if you're just calling someone stupid and you don't mean it in that way, I don't see why people have an issue with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a libertarian, like full libertarian. I'm for freedom of speech, even if it's unpopular or offensive. So I have no problem with whatever, but, you know.
I see. I don't really know anything about politics, so I don't know what that means, like the libertarian.
Libertarian is
like
it's basically, it's also a philosophy. No, it's not left.
I'm not
left or right. Libertarian is a philosophy that the simplest way to put it is that people should be allowed to do whatever the fuck they want so long as it doesn't harm another person.
Oh.
It's the ultimate like full freedom of speech, freedom to use whatever drug you want, no government intervention, like very anti-taxation, stuff like that.
Taxes suck.
Yeah. Well, I live in Alaska where you don't pay state tax, so what do you know?
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, you actually get paid by the government. It's pretty nice. Libertarian is like all free market and stuff too. So it's not really left or right. It's just its own thing.
Yeah.
In fact, if you go to the political compass test, libertarian is a different axis than left or right. Because you can be libertarian left or libertarian right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but if Club Step is 14 and Geometrical Dominator is 19, is it so close that it's a bigger update?
What?
I'm just reading out Vista's
Pardon?
question. I'm just reading out Vista's question.
Okay.
I mean, 1.4 and 1.9, you just change a digit.
Like multiplied it by 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Vista would be very good at converting between meters and kilometers, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. One question I have listed down is what is on your bucket list if you have one?
Oh, there's a lot on my bucket list. I really want to pet a kangaroo. I'm going
Alright,
to climb
that's a
more
good start.
mountains.
Oh, that's based.
Like, there are a lot of mountains and like glaciers. I want to go and visit Ellesmere Island, which is the northernmost island in the world. It's in Canada.
Ooh.
It's
Dude,
uninhabited by people.
we should go hiking together. It would be insane. Because I like
Oh, yeah.
I want to climb mountains and stuff as well.
Oh,
I've done
you
it.
should visit Alaska then, because we have taller mountains than the lower part of the U.S.
Yeah, I mean, when I went mountain climbing, it was in Vancouver, and I did it with like Synactive and a few others, and it was like,
Oh, well, you're gonna need extra equipment to do it in Alaska because of all like the snow and ice and
yeah,
stuff.
I can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's really fun. There are a lot of mountains around here I want to climb. I want to go backpacking out in the Alaskan wilderness in like what they call the backcountry, which is area that doesn't have another human being for miles. Like for hours, there's not another human being out there.
There might be dead bodies.
I mean, about 2,500 people a year go missing in the Alaskan wilderness for some reason.
Yeah.
Like-
Probably due to wild animals killing them.
Or
Wild
like hypothermia. Probably mostly
Hypothermia, or
hypothermia.
people. There are a lot of stupid people who drive their cars on frozen lakes, and then they don't realize that the frozen lakes can't support the car, and you can guess what happens. There are when the tides come in, they can drown you because you can get stuck in the mud. There, like, people decide to walk on glaciers or land their planes even on glaciers, which will collapse like 3 times a year. So, you're dead if that happens. There are a lot of
Yikes.
ways for the environment to kill you out here. Like, there's some pretty dangerous plants that, you can touch and get injured pretty bad, or people are dumb enough to eat. There's a lot of things that can kill you out here. Hi, H. Sam. Highly superior autobiographical memory.
Someone said hello like a while ago. Not really a while ago. It was like a few
It's
minutes.
the most recent comment.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Haven't gotten too
Oh,
many
yeah.
comments.
My computer gets updated a lot later than you guys. Like, it's like 30 seconds or more behind.
Oh,
Jesus.
Yeah. So, forgive me.
all good.
Other things on my bucket list. There are a lot of places I want to go. I want to visit a lot of Europe, I think, especially like the islands to the north in Europe, like Norway and Finland.
Those aren't islands.
They are islands.
I mean, I think they have islands in them, but
Like
Oh, well.
Svalbard.
yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
think
I
it's
wanna
kind of
visit-
like
I re-
Iceland.
Well, Iceland is kind of an island.
Iceland and Greenland are islands.
Yeah.
Greenland is the largest island in the world.
Yeah.
It's the largest thing that isn't considered a continent.
I was about to say
They
the
are
largest
objectively-
continent.
Yeah. I think that they do are considered islands. Yeah.
They are islands.
Do you have anything else on your bucket list, you'd say?
Get a Newfoundland.
Mhm.
There's a lot of like Arctic places I want to travel. I want to visit Antarctica and go pet a penguin or something. 'Cause
No,
that'd be
penguins
cool.
are I feel like penguins could be dangerous. Have you seen? There's like a few videos of them like attacking people. It's more funny than actually like scary, because their beaks are
Yeah, I
like
mean,
not that strong. Like they'll
No,
just
and
try
they
and
move very
attack.
slowly, so you can just walk away from them and they can't hurt you. Unless
Yeah,
you're
they
in the
can
water.
waddle at you, but
They can waddle, yeah.
see what top levels I haven't played. I don't really want to play the temple levels. Play a laser blitz level. I'm assuming you've seen laser blitz levels. He was pretty
Yeah,
big of a
I
creator.
think so.
Ooh, invisible. Just memorize where to go, sort of things. I'm curious, are you ever gonna make a memory level? Have you ever like thought of that? See, I don't think you've made a memory level.
No, I will not make a memory level.
Because memory's been sort of a big topic in the game. Like, it's becoming more and more because memory's just becoming more of a thing because of the difficulty. Like, memory's difficulties, so people are
don't
including a
like-
lot more to make levels more difficult.
I don't like memory parts, personally. I'd rather the gameplay be pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't do memory, but, you know, if people like it, then go ahead, I guess.
Yeah, one of the levels which I think Vista was talking about before was Limbo, which is a level that's a memory level. It's pretty renowned. It has like 1 million or so views. I think it has more than 1 million actually. I'm not even gonna
Limbo,
attempt to
Lust,
play the level,
all gone.
but yeah. The level is one of the most difficult levels in the game. It's the hardest beaten memory level in the game.
Oh.
I believe Requiem was the one before that, the hardest completed memory level. Was it Requiem? I have no idea what the chat is on about. I'm confused. Let's see. What's another question I have? What is something that you would recommend people?
Something I would recommend, what do you mean?
Like, what would you
just-
recommend someone to do? Like, if they had, let's say, enough money to go on any vacation, I guess, where would you say that they should go? Like, if you had to choose.
Well, I have a bias for the cold, so the Arctic is always really nice. Go see some polar bears.
Yeah.
One thing that I absolutely love doing and would recommend, you need to get a filter for this, but drinking straight from a mountain stream is one of the most amazing experiences I've ever done.
Does it
sounds
just like taste like really
cold.
clear water?
Really clear, fresh, crisp water directly from a mountain stream, yeah. It is the best
Yummy.
tasting water. And because, you know, everything's way below zero here, it's like ice cold too, so it's really refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you like to do stuff like that and experience nature, it's a really cool thing to do. And I imagine a lot of other icy mountains have options like that, but I wouldn't do it in a warm mountain.
Do you ever feel like the Alaska is underrated? Because
Yeah,
it's
a lot-
not too often talked about, unless if it's like people dying in the Arctic or Northern Lights.
Yeah, a lot of people die. But it's a very brutal place. Like that, there's a lot of ways to die. I think 40 people in Anchorage alone have frozen this season.
Ah, delightful.
But
Better hope your heater's working.
yeah, I really should turn that on. It's it is just a delightful place if you like. It's a winter wonderland, really. It's literally what like those winter movies look like, just every day.
One question, one of the first normal Vista questions in a while. How do you feel about Venus flytraps?
Oh, they're really cool plants.
I think they're pretty.
I mean, there's a whole there are a ton of predatory plants in the world. Venus flytraps are just the most famous ones.
They used to scare me.
And
as
they're
a kid.
relatively inefficient, but they're really cool, I think.
Yeah, they used to scare me when I was a kid. I was like, oh, it's gonna bite my whole hand off. When in reality, it's just like a push. Like the smallest.
I mean, it's strong enough to kill a fly, and that's what matters.
Yeah, well, that isn't really that impressive, is it?
For a plant.
I mean, if you compare it to like trying to hurt a human.
Well, if it was big enough, it could, probably.
Yeah, it'd eat you alive. Let's see. And the chat's in
But
Spanish.
yeah, it's a cool predatory. Yeah, that guy who raided. Pero.
That's just dog.
Yeah. Oh, I
let's
remember because during the Kuiper video, there was a guy in my Discord call, which was a call in Poodles, who said El Pene is in El Perro or something.
Yeah. I know very small bits of Spanish.
He said the penis is in the dog.
Oh. That's
Which, you know, that's
nice.
great that made it onto the video.
I was like zoned out, and then that's the first thing I hear.
Nice. welcome back from zoning out.
Hacker bot, dude.
Is this level from 1.9?
I think so, yeah.
Look, why is like 80% of the people on your stream just either bots or like shitpost trolls?
I don't know.
There's
that's
this
my
guy
luck.
who's trying to raid.
But rating on
Vibrant
YouTube just means that
S.
they're gonna like the people like all
Oh my-
move like from stream to another stream. Like they watch a different
Yeah.
person.
I see.
Vibrant S.
If anything, it's a
Pedophile.
positive thing.
Okay.
But I'm assuming the channel is
Pedophile.
Spanish.
We should have invited Spanish person to translate.
Vibrant S.
Can you ban
Pedophile.
these guys? They're probably gonna call us saying nonsense. I don't. It's just funny, alright? We get to make fun of them, alright? I'm not gonna ban them. Look, it's like if you put a lot of stupid people in a glass box to admire them, alright? Like, they're not hurting anyone. It's just funny. That's what I usually do when, like, there's just really annoying people around. I just kind of, like, admire them for how stupid they are. Because it's just funny. Because they want attention, so I'm just not going to give it. I'm just going to look at them. There's no more questions given yet. But let's see. On my own list of questions. Who's your favorite author? I feel like that's one that you're going to like.
For nonfiction, I read a lot of textbooks. I collect textbooks. I gotta say Gerald Folan. I love Folan textbooks.
Mm-hmm.
He designs them in an interesting way. The textbooks are really short, so like each section is maybe 2 pages, 3 pages long. But you do every problem in the book, and they're all extremely hard because it teaches you to think like a real mathematician. So it's basically a book that teaches you, that asks you the questions to teach yourself how to become a mathematician in that field.
Yeah.
It's really unpopular amongst most students because of how hard the books are, but I love them. They're just, Foland is a great author. I hope, if I ever write a textbook, I want mine to end up like Foland. It's just that design.
Let's say, like, who's your favorite fiction author?
Dante.
Makes sense. I mean, yeah, sounds about right.
I love his Divine Comedy.
Yeah, it's your infatuation.
Although I gotta say, for more modern stuff, I am a fan of Marcin Przybyłowicz,
Mm-hmm.
the writer of the Witcher series. I am a huge Witcher fan.
This is a terrifying start to a level. Okay, there we go. That timing was difficult.
I haven't even gotten to the level yet.
Yeah, the stream's mildly behind.
Yeah, for me, so.
How do you feel about Christmas Eve?
I mean, I guess it relates to one question I actually
I
had
mean-
written down. And that is, what's your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday, Thanksgiving, because that's when I celebrate with my family. We get together in like a long table with over 50 people, and
Like, oh,
yeah, have a feast. Yeah, it's like a traditional like feast. It's pretty interesting.
I've never had a Thanksgiving like that.
Yeah,
Ever.
it's. Oh well, I
Google doesn't even
suggest trying
celebrate
something
Thanksgiving.
Like
Yeah.
that. Don't, wait,
like
isn't there like a Canadian Thanksgiving? I thought
I think there is, but it's on a different day.
it is on a different day. Yeah.
I don't know how to play this level. I'm not playing this anymore.
Yeah, it's like
Let's see.
it's October 14th.
I'm gonna play
Yeah.
Jawbreaker. Play whatever this level is. I guess related to levels, I can say or ask, what is your favorite level? Like that's just been ever made.
I don't know a lot of levels, but I really like Project Mandelbrot.
Yeah. It was me and Nick Rowe. Well, mainly Nick Rowe first that showed you it, but I kind of like introduced it.
Yeah,
again.
Alex showed me it a long time ago.
Yeah. I also
Oh yeah,
really like that
Necro's
level.
name
It's
is
really
Alex.
impressive. That's
For
my
people
name.
who didn't know. You guys have the same name.
Yeah. It's funny. Is this gameplay? Oh. I see. Thanks Vibrant for making the worst gameplay ever made. Oh my god. I might not even finish practice run of this level if it's this bad. And I guess related to that, what would you say is your least favorite level? Like you look back on the level and you just don't like it, if any.
Like that, there are definitely some levels I wasn't a fan of back in the day. I am not a fan of the original Yatagarasu. The gameplay kind of sucks, and it's very cancer. I don't like the
Yeah.
design very much.
She released the version you were given at a point on the
I did.
servers. Yeah. Where'd you even find it? Didn't you say that your old save? Like, did you just refresh from the last save you had?
Yeah, no, that's the. I had a copy of one random save, and that's what I had. It only has stuff after a certain period. It doesn't have like earlier stuff. But yeah, Riot gave me that back when Riot was the original verifier of Yatagarasu.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious, what actually, well, you'd say that you're somewhat returning to the game now, right?
I mean, I'm doing stuff, but yeah.
What, like, made you return, I guess, is a good question.
You talked me into it.
Yeah, I do that. I've done that with a few people. Lithofusion was a notable one. It's actually kind of all.
And I hope Moj K or whoever's going to do it verifies Ord eventually.
KugelBlitz, you should do it.
I'm down to try, but like maybe I'll just get like a copy of the level and try it out. Cause does seem doable. As long as it's like, if it's a level that I enjoy playing, then I can do it. But if I don't want to play something that I don't enjoy. if that makes sense. But the gameplay does look good. From
Yeah.
what I've seen. So.
Back when I made the gameplay, I actually made gameplay that I liked. So
Yeah, now people just make gameplay that only looks good and doesn't play good. Like they put heavy emphasis into just making it look good but not play good.
I don't know why that's the culture now. Like, it's like they're forgetting about the fact that the whole point of gameplay is to be played by a person, and they
Yeah.
just make it really bad. Like, honestly, if it's an impossible level, I think it's fine to make gameplay that looks cool but plays badly, because the point is not
Yeah, 'cause
for
it's-
that level to be. Yeah, it's an impossible. But
Yeah, it's
if you're making like an
impossible.
extreme or even like a top one or something, I don't know why they don't like care about that kind of stuff. It's kind of dumb.
yeah. Well, you know what? I recently made gameplay for one of those quote-unquote upcoming top ones. And,
Yeah.
like, I made it, and I sent it in, and he's like, you gotta make it harder so it's a top one. I'm like, okay, I'll just take the gameplay I made and make everything frame perfect. There we go.
Yeah, the
That's
definition
how
of
it
top
works
one
nowadays.
is so scuffed now because it's just so unbelievably difficult.
Just take fun gameplay and buff it to, like, the point where it's not fun anymore.
Yeah,
is
just
what
buff it to the point where
gotta
you need to do the most precise clicks in existence to play it. Like, to a point where just you have no room to choose your own way to play it. You have to play it in a certain way.
That is what a lot of top ones look like now, especially with the wave. I know this sounds ironic given that I've made some wave levels, but I'm not really a big fan of wave. Kuiper was more like a, oh yeah, well if you guys like wave so much. It was a response to the 9 circles fad that was going on.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Was
sure
like,
Rodtop made an
okay.
announcement at a point that he's gonna stop rating 9 circles levels since there were so many.
Yeah, that was
funny.
yeah, it was. He did say that, but I don't think he kept his word.
He kinda did. Levels like it stopped being rated a lot, and they would start getting rated only if they actually like had effort into them. Because the issue is that a lot of them weren't having effort put into them, and they were just all repetitive nonsense.
Yeah. I love that I get a lot of comments on Kuiper saying that I didn't have enough gameplay variety.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like the
Like-
point of the level is just to mock a wave.
That was exactly the point
Yeah.
of the level.
Like it doesn't have enough ship gameplay.
Yeah, well, no shit.
You should just make levels similar to Kuiper, where it's just only one game mode for the whole level. But
I
like, you
have
should like,
thought about doing that.
I think you should do it in 2.2 a swing copter, since that's been such a hyped idea for so long. That would be interesting. What in the world am I supposed to do here in this part?
Maybe I make
Oh.
a series where just a ton of levels that are only one vehicle.
You
I
could.
just do all the vehicles. I mean, if I like ever get to doing that. My main goal is to finish the manga collab you're doing for 2.1, and then in 2.2
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish Entropy.
Entropy is gonna be fun.
Entropy will be probably I'm terrible at guessing difficulty, but it's gonna be like a decently difficult extreme demon.
It's gonna be extended list, I'd say.
Yeah.
With the memory pattern it has now, it's definitely extended list. Like top 100 maybe.
And the gameplay itself outside of the memory part is pretty difficult.
Yeah, there was
now that
one
I've
part
buffed
that had
it.
like a frame perfect that was accidental. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, in a way, Quasar is one of the creators of Bloodbath.
Yeah, real. He created the
Bloodlust, at
entirety
least.
of Bloodbath.
Well, Bloodlust, but also by beating the level, he created some of its legacy.
Ah.
I mean, I guess I can also ask, like, how does it feel to be, like, part of one of the most influential levels in history?
Well, that's nice. I think it was a good level. Riot did a good job on it.
Honestly, I do like Bloodbath. I don't... At least compared to other extremes, I think it's kind of fun, honestly. But I don't know, I guess I've never tried beating it. I hear playing from zero can be kind of annoying. And, like,
Yeah, it
But
doesn't have the
practicing
best like review status, I'd say. People don't like it most of the time, but there's a few people who really like it. Just depends on your skill base, I guess.
I know Synactive doesn't really like it, although he grinded it a lot, but he does like Bloodlust a lot.
Yeah, I personally don't like Bloodbath much. I wouldn't beat it. That's my personal view on it.
I mean, for the time, it was a good level.
It was decent, yeah.
Like, well, it was meant to be like the most difficult level at the time, and
Yeah, so it has like the
was.
same sort of status how it has now, where like you don't expect the most difficult level at the time to have fun gameplay. You just expect it to be difficult.
I actually found a lot of Bloodbath fun, but there is a lot of straight flying for no reason.
Yeah, Bonnie, that's what most people say. That's the thing. Like, I've practiced Bloodbath kind of, as in done like a lot of practice runs on it, and those are fun to do. But trying to beat the level from 0, I hear, is the thing that is like just not that fun to do. So.
Yeah, it just seems like exhausting.
Yeah.
Like it just takes a while to grind out. It can get just repetitive dying at the same place, because I'm pretty sure Etzer was heavily like frowned upon just because that part sucked. Like, did you ever have like your experiences with Etzer? I don't remember how your completion of
I
it
died
went.
like only a few times after the at the like later parts.
How do I practice run a Bloodbath? I have 11 on it. I'm so proud of myself. Yeah, this part, which you're gonna see eventually on the stream, like in 30 seconds. It's
Yeah,
like the first part.
I'm still at the end screen for Decode.
It was Decode X, or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, immediately into the start of Bloodbath, it's just straight fly. I feel like that was a pretty unnecessary part.
Well, Weo didn't really get very creative with his level design there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally as creative as most of the Slaughterhouse gameplay. Remember all those parts where there's just a bunch of straight flying for like long periods?
Yeah. But Slaughterhouse was less innovative. Just because it was just using
Yes,
reused
it was.
ideas. Because Bloodbath was like one of the first levels to really use straight fly. There was some slight straight fly sections in other levels. I believe ICDX, Ice Climber 00X, had a part that had some straight fly, if I believe.
Yeah.
It was
Well, I mean, it was like
small, but nothing excessive
was,
like
like,
a Bloodbath had it.
made at the same time when people were starting to beat ICDX and Cataclysm.
I'm really bad at this level.
Michigan's part.
Yeah.
It is objectively the hardest part of Bloodbath.
I also like how it has layering issues and it'll break sometimes. That UFO is awful. I'm dying at the UFO.
I'll be right back. I have to do something for a second.
You better be right back. Okay, I finally got past the UFO. Oh my god. I read the chat hoping it's a question. No, it's a level request.
No level requests.
I will say that the At the Speed of Light is a really good song.
It is.
It's kind of annoying that it's overused, but even still with it being overused, it's really enjoyable, the song. Like, that's something that you can rarely say, is that even when it's overdone, it's good.
Yeah, Dimring made a lot of good songs, and I'm glad they're being used.
Yeah. I mean, levels with his songs have been kind of milked out heavily.
I mean, I say that using Dimring songs, but
Yeah. One question
at least I used...
from Bonnie is,
Yeah?
Quasar, what was the hardest part on Bloodbath in your opinion?
Oh, easily Michigan's.
I think everyone can like mutually agree with that. That part is like really difficult. Like Crack's part.
I mean,
right
the
now, I'm
UFO,
dying.
the UFO... Oh, Crack's part isn't that bad if you're good at straight flying.
Isn't Crack's part your favorite part?
It is my favorite part, yeah.
It's because of ship.
I like ship a lot. I really should make like a Kuiper sequel that's just ship.
Sonic Wave. Whatever the fuck. The Sonic ship. Yeah, I meant to say that. That level was funny. I remember when that came out. I was. Is Sonic ship even serious?
Michigan is not the hardest part in your opinion. Crack is. I mean,
Bonnie is also.
if you're not good at ship,
level.
yeah. I mean, I used to be really good at ship, so like the ship parts weren't that bad for me. But I can see why some people think Crack's part is hard.
Trying to get the spam part there. Oh my god, I forgot the level's bugged. Okay, there we go. You're gonna get to see that bug eventually. It's a bug only on higher refresh rates, I believe.
Oh.
Thing is that I feel like I could beat Bloodbath, but I'm never gonna go through with that. It's just not a level I'd play. It's funny because most people back then, when they'd go for a first extreme, they'd always think about like Cataclysm or ICDX. Now they think of levels like Accio, which it's funny because Accio, I believe, is considered harder than Cataclysm. Let's see. Someone asked Quasar, "What is your hardest demon?"
I don't know. Could be Bloodbath.
Let's take another route with that question. Is what do you think is your hardest level that you've ever made, or even just like haven't released yet? What do you think is the hardest one you've ever made?
Entropy is harder than Ort. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
Entropy will be my hardest level. Ort is the hardest that I've actually finished so far.
I believe Kuiper's the hardest that's released.
Yeah, Kuiper's the hardest that's released.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I take that back. I did upload original, unupdated Cataclysm. So.
Let's say the levels that you made.
Yeah, okay, Kuiper it is.
Bloodbath today is Insane Demon or Extreme Demon? Extreme. Definitely.
It's still extreme. Like,
I don't think Bloodbath will ever be
extreme is a
considered
wide...
insane. Very tight click. I really like the last part in Bloodbath. It's like a really good last part. I feel like it perfectly fits the song almost.
Oh yeah, G-Boy's part is legendary. And
It's
Cataclysm.
very underrated. Well, I'm talking about in Bloodbath.
Yeah, did I say Cataclysm? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you said Cataclysm.
I meant Bloodbath, yeah.
I mean, you made the
G-Boy's part is the whole of
Yeah,
Cataclysm.
you made the whole level. Let's see. Let's say like if you managed, like let's say if you just didn't have the finger pain, what is a level that you would beat? Like what?
Well, I'd verify
if
Ort
anything,
first.
like what would you make your new hardest to be?
That's a good question. Like with all the years of alcohol abuse and stuff
I
like
think
that.
you can eventually overpower it
reflexes-
with practice.
Yeah, it would just take a lot more attempts than most people, I think.
Yeah, there's someone named Bryce JW that has something similar to that, but it's more like he just has a lot of issues that isn't related to that, if that makes sense. Like it's neurological issues. He's a really nice guy, and people made drama about him that was really stupid, and I feel bad for him. But he beat White Space, which is an easy demon, I believe 400,000 attempts or something. Yeah, people like him are like people who I think you'd find interesting. And like the overpowered issues like that. He's really cool.
I'd probably beat Project Mandelbrot or something.
Yeah, that's like a hard
But,
demon.
Oh, I have no idea how hard it is.
I'll do a quick practice run.
Like,
as we
I
talk.
think if I could, like, actually play myself, I would definitely. My number one thing would be to verify Ort myself. Like.
Yeah. I would think that you'd beat
I-
someone like, I don't know, Bloodlust.
Yeah,
Because you were originally designated to beat
if
it.
my fingers hadn't gotten injured, I would beat Bloodlust. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And,
It's like life,
like
man.
if my fingers were suddenly uninjured now, I'd probably do unnerfed Bloodlust.
I do think
Which-
you're good enough. Like, seeing like how you sort of like would do. I believe before you got the bot, you would do like sort of clip runs, right? Like you just combine short runs
clip
into
runs.
videos. Seeing those, I believe you could probably be like an easy demon or medium nowadays. Something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's just a matter of like more difficult levels at that point.
Oh yeah.
Playing this level on
this level is
maximum
just-
detail. My computer's struggling, but it's worth it. This is one of few levels which I feel like it's necessary to sacrifice your PC if you're gonna beat it. Also, the movements of the level are really good. I've looked into the level heavily. I know how everything in it is made. It's really impressive, like some of the techniques that they used.
Oh, I definitely need to learn them.
Yeah, I just recommend to like take a look into the editor. I think you could probably understand it. I struggled with that wave section a bit. Right. Yeah, I'm lagging so much that the spider is like messed up. One thing I also like about the level is how it has an RNG feature in it. The one part, it's completely RNG. Like if you're gonna be sized big or not.
Was that intentional?
Yes. It wasn't intentional. You'll see it. If I can play it. I don't remember how to play this level and I'm lagging so badly.
But it was intentional or wasn't?
It was.
It was? Okay.
Okay, I don't think I was supposed to hit that. The level's also just really calming. I like the atmosphere and execution of it. Okay, I'm sized up. I like how the level also in the random part you can like choose your own route as well. Some routes a lot more
Kugel
difficult.
say he would be back real quick?
Yeah,
Okay.
he'll be back eventually. Just give him time.
He's off, doing Canadian things.
Yeah, those Canadians.
Yo, I'm back.
Speaking of them.
Oh, you are back. We were talking about you.
We were literally
Oh.
just talking about how you're probably off doing Canadian things.
Okay.
1 second.
You know, you guys are going petting moose and pretty much everything they expect Alaskans to do, honestly. The stereotypes are pretty similar.
Yeah, I mean, it is the same region, so.
Come
Yeah.
back.
Alaska is just more northern than most of Canada.
Yeah.
This level's so pretty.
Oh, damn. This level actually does look good.
I guess the poutine and maple
I'm
syrup
struggling.
thing is pretty Canadian.
Yeah.
This level lags me
You
so
know-
heavily.
Isn't that like your traditional dinner, poutine with a maple syrup pairing?
It's not a dinner, but I mean, it is probably the two most
It-
Canadian.
Poutine
foods.
is the national dish of
Yeah.
Canada.
And the
The
maple
most
syrup
Alaskan,
is literally in the flag, so yeah.
yeah, the most Alaskan food is probably salmon, because we get
Oh yeah,
the Alaskan
you're like
salmon.
a big producer of salmon, aren't you?
And the salmon here is way fattier
Whoa.
and like better tasting than the
This
salmon
level
in the
is really
south.
cool. What the hell? I really like this part. Oh, this is Project Manable. Okay, I've never actually seen this before. This level's really
Yeah, I'd
good.
recommend watching a video instead of watching my stream of the
Yeah.
level, because I'm lagging heavily.
I see. Yeah.
I just know how to play some of the level, because I've done so many practice runs of it. I
It's
might
like
beat
Tim
it one
Hort-
day.
Tim Hortons is also a very like Canadian stereotype. I'd say.
Yeah, because everyone Canadian eats at Tim Hortons every day. It's like
So
the
true.
British in their tea. I accidentally said
Yeah.
tree.
The British drink terrible tea. Like they take over India,
For the Queen.
China, like
Oh, wait.
Japan. Like they've taken over all these places, and they're like, yeah, let me get the worst tea you have, thank you.
I'm lagging so bad that I just have to hope that I hit this well. Right there.
Like even in like you don't even hear like a British drinking like even like Darjeeling or something. It's another
just have to
weird
do this
Vista
last part.
question. Imagine you get a doppelganger icon of a YouTuber's geometry dash.
What does... Okay.
Which is it's the same icon as a YouTuber. There are only so many.
A
Alright.
doppelganger icon of a YouTuber's geometry dash.
That's...
That'd be pretty cool.
Huh. I'm still trying to understand the question. Let's see here. What other questions I've put down? I guess one of them is what artists inspired you, and that is like artists like drawing and stuff.
Oh. Definitely MC Escher and Salvador Dali are my main inspirations. I
love
am a
Dali's
huge
work.
surrealist fan.
Yeah.
MC Escher is my favorite artist, though. I have had the privilege of seeing Metamorphosis 2 in person, and it is just...
Yeah.
MC Escher was a geometric surrealist. He took math and made surreal art about it. How awesome of a guy do you have to be to do that? Like,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
There's a few
Escher is my
surrealist
main
levels.
inspiration as an artist.
One of them, I think I showed you. It's an embed level. It's surrealist. It's Crossroads. Kugel probably
you've
knows
shown me.
about it.
Yeah,
gonna
I do.
Do a practice run of it, anyways. I'm gonna give me a minute. I got like 34 on this out of luck.
I'm going to attempt to put MC Escher's style art in Entropy, and then if that goes well, I am going to do a surrealist make a collab, but that's like after I make Entropy.
But look, finding creators who can do surrealism.
Yeah, that's a good point, but I don't care.
You can probably find some. There's some that are surviving. I'm one.
I mean, it'll take like 3 years to complete the Mega collab, but I don't care.
It'll take a lifetime. Just give it a. Just wait. Just be patient.
Yeah, I probably like should wait anyway, just to see what they figure out they can do in 2.2, because it's gonna take some time.
I do think
People
2.2
figure
will
out
have
the
a
editor.
rise in surrealism.
I mean, it's the same way that early 2.1 and early 2.0 were terrible because people were still figuring out how to use things. So
Shake
a lot of
triggers.
levels aged. Yeah, a lot of levels aged really badly. Like even early 2.0, people did not know how to use move triggers properly at all, or at least like the way they used them. Most of the time, it was just like really bad. At least in my opinion.
I feel like that's how 2.2 is just gonna be, but it's gonna be like 20 times worse.
Yeah, I think early 2.2 is going to be really bad, but
Like,
it probably
really,
does
really
have it does have potential later on to be really cool, I guess.
I feel like a lot of more art styles are gonna
Hello.
come
Hello,
through.
Ghost GD, who said hello.
Yeah, a while ago. You might be like 10 minutes behind.
No, I just didn't notice the, yeah. I am about, like, I am over a second, so, yeah.
I don't even know if you have to click in this part with the balloons.
Also, somebody, or like a friend of mine, told me to tell you that Sorry I Win is your biggest fan.
Okay.
So, I don't know, just wanted to say that.
Surrealism will probably be like a big thing in 2.2, I think. Because with 2.0 and 2.1, they brought different sorts of styles.
Yeah.
Well, I hope to be I hope to really push for geometric surrealism. Like Escher style surrealism.
I'm surprised cubism hasn't been like completely done yet. Oh, my eyes like messed up for a second. Oh my god, it's lit fuse.
I feel like I've seen cubism in some GD levels before.
There's a few bits of cubism in levels, but not any that are done like really well.
Okay.
I feel like they don't have like the sort of like, I feel like they take inspiration but very basically. Like they don't expand much on the idea.
Normalize drawing GD levels on paper. Yeah, I think, I don't know who it was, but one of my friends that like plays a lot of VSD tried to draw the full level from memory and did it pretty accurately.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I have no clue how to play this part. I'm assuming that you stop it when the sign says stop. No. Or do you just go? Okay, you just go. I really like Crossroads. I'm just gonna hold and hope. Oh, I see.
I hope Vista's still here.
Our beloved.
Okay, you've talked me into it. For this MC I'm doing for you, I'm gonna do a cubism part.
Have fun. Which one?
The ultimate phase
Vice
one?
versa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that'll be interesting to see, considering that it's not done much. I've actually never played this part of Crossroads, so I'm doing this completely blind. I seem to did it. I'm confused. Oh. Oh god, I flipped. Let's see. What's another question I could ask in the meanwhile? Almost all of these are repetitive. When did I write this? I wrote this at like the middle of the night. If you had 3 wishes, what would you wish for? That's generic, but it's always good to ask.
I don't know.
Very deep thought.
I guess like the simple answer is for one of the wishes, satisfy all my financial needs.
Yeah.
See ya, Astron.
Good night, Ash, and have fun sleeping. It's
Have
like,
fun in stupid
it's like
Bill.
4 a.m. for you, Ashton. Go to bed.
Oh, yeah, that's a different time zone for sure. Wait, are they a full 12 hours different from me? Because it's 4 p.m. here.
I don't know. It's just somewhere around 4 a.m. It's like, I think it's actually like 3 a.m. I'm not the best with time zones and guessing. I only know a few time zones by memory, and that's like Pacific and Eastern, because they're like Pacific's 2 hours behind me and Eastern's an hour ahead of me. And also Mountain Time's like an hour behind me.
Also, I probably gotta go soon.
I do
Yeah.
too, because I need to get ready for my trip.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I wasn't expecting it to last this long. I mean, I think it's just been like a little over 2 hours.
Yeah,
But
It
yeah.
it's
has.
about as long as I expected it to go.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Yeah.
this is around when I was planning on dipping as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, when it is the chat we're in meetup, we're all gonna meet up in Canada.
Yeah,
Eventually, one day.
that would be cool.
Let's all meet
Where-
on Ellis. Okay, like I am serious by the way. If like Kugel, if you ever do want to visit Alaska or want to go mountain climbing somewhere, we could plan a trip, but we'll see.
Honestly, yeah, we could. I mean, if I do that, it probably wouldn't be in the near future. But
Yeah, not in the near future. I got a lot
But-
of other trips I'd rather plan.
exactly, yeah. But at some point, I am definitely like down to do something like that for sure.
Yeah, same. One day. Whenever
Yeah,
I become
visit,
old enough to travel enough on my own, which will probably be by the time that any of that happens.
Oh yeah, you're a minor.
Really.
Hell,
I'm gonna kill you. And that's the end of the
Alright.
level. Somewhat. Now it's just cubes. Da, 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 da. Fuck. Oh well. You know what just happened?
I hate staying up. I am such a I'm an early to bed, early to rise guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'd prefer to go to bed at 7 p.m. and be up at 5 a.m. So
yeah.
let's
my-
stay up for 24 hours or 36 or whatever.
God. Yeah.
My sister's a lot like that, where she just naturally sleeps and wakes up extremely early, and then I'm the complete opposite, where I just have insomnia and I cannot sleep at all, and I have really fucked up sleep schedules. It's kind
Oh,
of
yeah,
annoying.
same.
I mean, I would prefer to actually be waking up at like even like 3 to 4 a.m. I think that would be the coolest time to wake up, but I just physically cannot do it because I struggle to sleep.
It's worse. Whenever it turns
yeah.
daytime, it makes me sleepy.
Daytime. What the fuck is that? I live in Alaska. We get 4 hours of
Yeah.
light a day right now.
You get like a dim
like
sun.
at 11 a.m. the sun comes out like barely right over the horizon, and by 3 p.m. it's gone. Like,
Yeah, for us it's like
how do you know?
For us, it's like by, I think, 4 p.m. it's already getting dark, and by like 9 a.m. the sun comes up. So it's a bit longer than yours, but during the winters here, it's also like nighttime way more than it's daytime.
I just realized we haven't
Yeah.
gone over like one of the biggest rumors about you. Or actually two
The
of them.
necrophile thing.
Yeah. Like the necrophile
Oh,
rumor.
The end off with a bomb, I guess.
The what?
The bomb. What?
The because it's
Thermite
I don't know,
cupcakes?
It's like
Oh,
a
I mean
the big-
thermite cup. Yeah. I played around
big
with thermite.
Yeah, there's like an image of it. I
Yeah.
I still have it somewhere. I might put it on the stream highlights if you're fine with that.
That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, people have seen your face
Like-
heavily. You don't
Yeah.
fear to show it like me.
Yeah.
We're all so proud of your mustache.
Yeah, you can use that recent picture of me in the snow.
We haven't actually
want.
talked about like a lot of topics. I've realized that like we should have talked
Oh.
about. I
Oh,
guess
I'm
we
sorry.
can kind of get them done now. Get them out the
Alright.
way, and then it will be the end of the stream. This shouldn't take too long. How long did it take to grow out the beard and everything?
Well, I haven't shaved since like 2019, so it's been 4 years.
How does maintaining that beard go?
I get it trimmed a lot, so it could actually be longer than it is, but I want it to be nice and
Yeah.
uniform, you know?
And like same question with the mustache, like how do you manage it? It's kind of just like
Oh, you need a lot
thread.
of mustache wax.
Yeah, I noticed. You almost look like a villain almost if you just took away the beard. You look
Yeah, if I took away the beard, I'd look like one of those like Western movie villains in the
Yeah,
cartoons.
you would.
It's really
Yeah.
fun to like twiddle your mustache and stuff. It's awesome.
You're thinking of
Like,
something mischievous as you twiddle your
Cartoon.
Yeah.
mustache around.
Yeah, dastardly super villain.
Another thing we should get out the way is basically the biggest rumor you have about yourself is the necrophile rumor. I hope I don't get like
I'm not-
killed on YouTube for talking about this.
Dude,
Yeah,
isolation from
I'm not a fucking necrophile.
Yeah.
Like, I was an edgy teen who laughed at dead bodies. I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
I don't
because
have that
edgy.
sense of humor now. Yeah, because edgy.
Yeah, and also
Exactly.
like the photos that we will not really discuss much that you had that are now poof gone.
Yeah, I
They
had
weren't
like
really
photos
they
of
weren't
dead
illegal. They
people
were
that I
just like
thought were
really
funny.
messed up.
Yeah, oh, they were from rec threads. Like,
Yeah.
no, I never had any illegal material on my computer.
Luckily.
Well, illegal pirated films, but you know.
Oh, shh. Doesn't count.
Yeah, not like bad, not like films of illegal material. just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, your wording there.
Yeah.
Another thing related to that is this is gonna get really touchy in here, this part. But
Okay.
is the pedophile stuff. How are you handling that?
I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
And plus you're doing like a lot better with that sort of thoughts now.
Yeah.
Improving heavily.
Yeah.
Be getting help with it.
Yeah, I am getting help with it and stuff. I just didn't know it was public knowledge.
Oh, it is.
Uh,
Like people heavily
okay.
bring it up, you know.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting a lot of help with it. I go to therapy on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's really good. Yeah, that's like all the really touchy questions basically. It was just mainly
Like-
those two. Because they were
Yeah,
so
I've never,
heavily talked about.
I've never looked at child porn or anything like that, so
Yeah, which is good.
yeah.
But yeah, out of all those topics, the two most touchy ones, that's basically all the questions I'd say.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess I can end the stream now.
Alright, well,
You want to say your
Vista-
goodbyes?
thanks Vista for being the MVP
Yeah. Vista's the
and
MVP
sticking
of
till the
stream.
very end.
Yeah. Been here the whole stream, the whole 2 hours.
Anyway, I gotta go now. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
see you
No,
guys.
Like,
mhm.
yeah, the necrophile thing, it was just a rumor, but I do
Yeah.
have other issues that I am working on.
Yeah, and
So.
they're being improved upon, and they're not
Yeah.
really a worry, not a danger to anyone, hopefully.
Nope. No,
Alright.
I'm not.
All right.
I'm just gonna leave the call now. But
Alright.
it was
All right,
good.
choose.